There's somebody that you have detached from. You saw their true colors. This person really did you dirty. They were using you, and you've detached from them in the physical, but now they're keeping watch on you energetically. This person's trying to intimidate you and make you afraid. They're trying to make it seem like they have all the authority here, like they have power. But Spirit says you're getting ready to have a glow up right in front of their face. You might have been having money issues. These things are getting ready to change for you. This person was your blockage in a lot of ways to your abundance coming through for you. And they're going to be so sad to see you come into all this wealth. You're increasing in your spiritual rank, and you really have outgrown this narcissist. Somebody could be an Aquarius, and they feel sick about this. Yeah, they're still trying to dig up dirt on you. They're still trying to watch your every move. Be careful. This could be a person that has your passwords or some way that they're like watching things that you do online. Look, spy, stalker. This is somebody that has access to you. You need to make sure you're protecting and cleansing your aura, because this is someone that's trying to stay tethered to you energetically. They're trying to use spiritual gifts, witchcraft, anything that they can to try to stay connected to you. And if you're someone who's very psychic and you have spiritual gifts, this person's trying to tap into that to get information from you about what's going on in your life. Be very discerning about what you're saying, about the information that you're putting out there. This is someone that's trying to gather information from you so that they can work against you. They want to know, when is this abundance coming in, so that they can try and thwart it in some way. You're protected. I just want to reiterate that. This isn't about you being afraid and trying to hide from this person. This is about you coming into your power, knowing that Spirit is getting ready to bless you in front of this person. Things are getting ready to change for you. Yeah, this person has been trying to bind your money, bind your love life, really been trying to mentally attack you and have you psyched out so that you can't step forward into your new chapter. They're afraid that they're going to lose you forever, that the illusions that they've been running on you and even about you are failing now. Yeah, this is an illusion of poverty. This person tries to project onto you that things are never going to change. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to find anybody like them. You know, the further and further away you get from this person, the harder they try to cast these illusions over you. And because they're not able to do this in a physical sense with most of you, they're trying to do it energetically. They're trying to interfere with your next chapter. But Spirit says everything is going to be balanced out. Somebody could be a Libra. This person is very, very toxic, and they have a copycat energy. They're watching you because they want to have what you have without doing the work. They're unstable. Somebody could be a Taurus. But Spirit says just keep on working. Keep on doing what you're doing. These financial blockages that you've been experiencing, they're soon going to be resolving. Spirit is opening the door for you to be able to go into your next chapter. Yeah, you've been experiencing some doubt and some insecurity because this person has been projecting onto you. You've been feeling like a really heavy sense of lack in all areas of life. You've been very unhappy lately. And I could be talking to someone that knows the right things to think and do. You know how to try and stay positive, how to manifest. You've been working on your self-concept, and it seems like none of this stuff is working. And that's because you've bought into the illusion from this person that you don't have enough, that you aren't enough, that things aren't going to change, that it's moving too slowly, that your hands are tied. Any of that sound familiar? Those are all projections from this other person that's trying to stay connected to you energetically. This person is a fraud. This is how they feel. They're stuck in lack. And they want you to feel this way too. But Spirit says, I'm trying to bring you into your future. I'm opening up your destiny for you. This is fated for you to be successful in whatever your business is. Use your intuition with Cancer. Someone could be a Cancer. Use your intuition. Realize that this person is doing magic on you. You don't have to feed into that. When you start feeling those heavy feelings of fear and lack and almost a type of spiritual paralysis, like you can't take your next step, realize that that is energetic interference from someone that's trying to keep you down. Remain positive and hopeful. Trust. Use your third eye with Pisces. More water coming out. Realize that these emotions are not originating with you. They're originating from someone that hates you and wants to keep you down. Wow, look at these next two cards. Demonic and group association. This person is using other people to spy on you and other energies to try and help keep you confused. They want to steal from you. They're talking shit about you. Who cares? Who cares? This person is a fraud and they want to be you anyway. And Spirit says, this shit is done. When you realize who you are, when you come into balance with your masculine energy, and I'm talking to men and women and non-binary people, I'm talking to everybody. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. When you come into your masculine energy, this is the part of you that's responsible for taking action, for believing in yourself, for grounding things into your 3D reality. Structure, discipline, focus. This is all masculine energy. When you have a wound here, everything feels scattered. You feel like you have all these ideas and you have all this, and you have all these spiritual downloads, but you're never able to really see anything through. You're never able to make anything happen. Something always prevents you. That's a wound in your masculine energy. It can also show up as trying to prove yourself, constantly trying to prove your worth to people, overworking, overgiving, overloving, always trying to prove your honor, your integrity. Both ways are indicative of having a masculine wound. And whoever this person is trying to stay attached to you, they know this about you. Maybe not in those words that I just used, but they know where you're wounded. They know where you're weak. And they try to use that against you. Spirit says, be at peace. These are projections that you're feeling. This is spell work that you're feeling that's being sent to you, collective. Somebody could be a Gemini. This is being sent energetically. They're trying to attack your mind, but you're protected. You must love yourself unconditionally. You must realize that radical self-love and self-acceptance is how you transcend this energy and cut the ties. Cut the ties with them. Yeah, they're definitely tapped into your devices somehow. They're stalking your pages, and some of them have your actual passwords. They're seeing things from your perspective, looking at what you're looking at who's talking to you. This is how they're keeping track with you. I see someone downloading your pictures so they can do spell work on them. Be careful. That's why I rarely post pictures of my children, because there's just so many nut jobs out here. People will literally take your pictures, screenshot them, or download them to their phones, print them out, and do spell work. I know this firsthand. But you're getting ready to level up. Spirit says, don't be deceived by this person. Believe in yourself. They're trying to emotionally manipulate you. They're trying to make it seem like the ideas and thoughts in your head that are rooted in lack and not believing in yourself are coming from you. They're not. They're coming from this person. This person is a liar. You cannot believe what you hear, especially coming from this energy. You need to cleanse yourself. And if you are around this person, spend as much time as possible away from this person in nature, because they're trying to bombard your energy field and contaminate it, so that even when you're not with them, you're still thinking the thoughts they want you to think. You're still feeling the things they want you to feel. They're sending you a lot of spell work. And like I said, this is not to scare you or to make you think that, no matter what you do, this person is going to win. This is to prepare you, because you actually have to take action against this. You have to be intentional about your energy. You have to intentionally make sure you're focusing on thoughts and feelings of self-love and acceptance, and realizing that when those other thoughts come into your mind, 9 times out of 10, it's this other person projecting onto you. If they have your picture and they're whispering to that picture, you're nothing, you're weak, your money is fucked up, you're never going to make it out of here, you're never going to see your goals. This is what they're doing. And they're focusing all of their hatred, all of their jealousy, all of their negative emotions onto that picture and onto what they're saying. This is demonic spell work that they're doing over you. They're going to your pages and they're trying to curse your businesses, your follower counts, your subscribers, your likes. They're trying to curse your money. They're trying to curse you with beauty and glamour spells so that you lose beauty and glamour. How you combat this is not by giving into fear. How you combat this is being rooted in who you are, being self-aware. When you experience these thoughts and emotions flooding you, realize, okay, that's not my thought. I don't receive that. You don't fight the thought. You are the sky. Your thoughts are the clouds. The sky doesn't start questioning itself because it's a cloudy day or because there's no clouds there. The sky is just the sky. It just is. Your feelings are the storms. You don't start second guessing who you are because of the clouds or the storms. You realize that these things will pass. This is how you take power away from that person. You stop buying into their fear-mongering. You start resisting what those feelings and emotions are trying to make you believe about yourself. That's the key here. And that's what I talk about in Twin Flame Coaching. This is the key. Stop narrating what these thoughts and feelings mean. If you feel anxious, you feel afraid, then let the feeling of fear and anxiety arise so that you can get rid of it, so that it can pass. But stop telling yourself that because I feel anxious and afraid, something bad is going to happen to me. I don't have enough. I'm not enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not chosen. I'm rejected. Blah, 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 blah. Your ego will continually try and narrate what these feelings and emotions mean for you. That's where you have to stop this. That's where this person loses power. When you realize that just because you have this thought or emotion, it doesn't mean anything. It's just the thought and emotion. Feel it and then let it go. And if you truly feel it, if you truly allow yourself to feel it in its entirety, it will pass. So many of us are conditioned to not want to feel those negative emotions. So we try and distract ourselves. We don't want to feel rejected. We don't want to feel abandoned or embarrassed or like we don't have enough or we're not enough. So we try and distract ourselves. We ruminate. We work. We have sex. We overeat. We drink. We smoke. We do so many things, all to try and distract ourselves from those negative emotions. This is real shadow work. This is what separates the babies from the elders. People who just talk that talk and people who are actually walking this life. This is deep inner healing. This is how you move forward. This is how you jump timelines. Stop narrating to yourself what these feelings and emotions mean and decide who you're going to be. I am loved. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am healthy. Decide this is who you are, no matter what you feel, no matter what you think. Allow those feelings and thoughts to come up and allow them to pass in due time. Sit with them. Hold yourself through them. Make yourself feel safe through them. And the whole time you're saying, even though I feel this way, I still know, I still believe that I am chosen. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am loved. And watch your reality change.